let's see one another example of logic programming, building a puzzle solver. Now we are building a solver. What type of solver is that? It is a puzzle solver. We are solving a puzzle, so that's why its name is puzzle solver. So another interesting application of logic programming is in solving puzzles. So this is the new example which we are seeing. We can specify the conditions of a puzzle and the program will come up with a solution. In this section, we will specify various bits and pieces of information about 4 people and ask for the missing piece of information. So basically this is our puzzle in which we are providing information about 4 people, and then we will ask about the missing piece of information. So in the logic program, we will specify the puzzle. So this is your puzzle. Steve has a blue car. The person who owns the cat lives in Canada. Matthew lives in USA. The person with the black car lives in Australia. Jack has a cat. Alfred lives in Australia. The person who has a dog lives in France. Now these are the steps which will be provided in the form of facts and rules, and we have to find out what who has a rabbit. So basically we have to find who has a rabbit. Now see, this is the complete table which is representing that puzzle. Here names are Steve, Jack, Matthew, Alfred, Pat, car color and country. So this is your puzzle and we will see a program in Python for that. Now let's see. Okay, so let's solve this puzzle in Python using logic programming. Now this is the table of the puzzle in which these are the names of the persons. These are representing the pet category. These are colors, car colors, and this is your places. So now let's see this program in Python. First step is to import module, and here we are using CanRun module. So first we are importing that module. Next we are declaring the variable as people. Next we are defining the rules. Now you know very well that in case of logic programming we have to define the rules for computing the output, and here rules is acting as an information providing to the puzzle, and we know that we have read about the steps in puzzle. So these will become as rules. Now what are the rules? First is there are 4 people. So where is representing people? So here this is first rule. Next, Steve's car is blue. Now see this picture. In this first category is name. So here first one will become as Steve. Next, second is car. Now car is not present in the second column, so we are just writing here where. Next is blue. Now blue is comes under the third column, so that's why we are writing here blue, and fourth column is again where. Similarly, person who owns the cat lives in Canada. So here first we are putting where. For the next column we are taking the cat. For third column there is no any variable representing third column, so we are putting just again where, and fourth column is your place, that is Canada. Similarly, Matthew lives in USA, the person who has a black car lives in Australia, Jack has a cat, Alfred lives in Australia, person who owns the dog lives in France, who is the owner of the rabbit. Now this is the query which we have to solve. Who is the owner of the rabbit? Now these are the rules. Next we are running the solver, and for that we are using the run function. So we are just putting as in the form of arguments people and rules. Next we are extracting the output, and for that we are using that solutions 0 is representing your output. Next finally we are printing the output, so output will be the owner of the rabbit, and now we are printing all the details. So we are printing about the name, pet, color and country. So finally we are using again solutions and printing our output. So we will take one by one item from that list and we are printing our output. Now let's run this program. Now see here, Matthew is the owner of the rabbit, so this is your final answer, final output after implementing that logic programming on that puzzle, and this is your complete detail. Now see here, Steve has blue color car, he is living in France country, and he is the owner of pet dog. Similarly, Jack is the owner of pet cat, and there is no color, and he is living in country Canada. Next, Matthew is the owner of pet rabbit. So that query is solved now. Who is the owner of the rabbit? Matthew is the owner of the rabbit, and he is living in country USA. Similarly, Alfred is living in Australia, and he has black color car. So in this way we can solve any puzzle using logic programming, and now you can use any example and implement logic programming on that.